Hey there everyone, and welcome to another lecture of the SolidWorks series. From this lecture onwards, we are going to see about the manipulation tools in SolidWorks. Manipulate tools basically requires to manipulate your object. This manipulates includes moving of your object, copy of your object, rotating, scaling and all. So I have divided this manipulation tools into three lectures. One is for move and copy, another one is for rotate and scale, and then we have the stretch and offset. We are going to see about the move and copy in this lecture, and later on we are going to cover all these two types. So let's just see what this move and copy is. So as the name suggests, these tools are used for creating the move or creating the copy of any object. So for that I am going to start my SolidWorks, and here if you have let's just delete all the previous works, and if you have one circle and you want to move this circle from this point to this point, then this move option will going to work. So what is the requirement of this move command? Let's just provide you one situation. Let's just see you have one line over here, and this line is having the dimension of, let's say, around 100 mm. So this is the line. This basically dimension is very small. Now you have created one circle of the radius 50 or the diameter as 50 mm. Now this is the circle and the radius and this line, but there is a mistake. You have to create this circle over the end point of this line, but you have created over here. So this is not a big task over here. You just delete this circle right now, and then if you want to create it over this endpoint, then you can easily create it over here and just provide it the value that you want, that is 50, and that will have the same effect as and this error will be sorted out. But what if you don't have this circle only, you have some more designs. Let's say you have this circle and this lines as well, like this. So you have one very complicated object like this. So now it is very difficult to create a similar object like this over this endpoint. So the previous procedure of sorting out your problem is not work over here. So you find some other technique, and that technique is using manipulation tool, and you will find this manipulation section over here. Just click on this arrow and there is a list of all the manipulation tools that we are going to see. The first one is the move command. So just click on this move, and as the name suggests, it will going to move the object from one point to another. So here the first thing that it is asking you is the entities that you want to move. So for the entities, I'm going to select these objects one by one, or I can just select it with this box type selection. So you can find that all the objects are now selected. Then in this parameter section, there are two kinds of move that it is providing. The first one is using from or to, and the next one is using XY coordinate. So the most important one is the from and to option. So just see first. So for from and to, you just have to provide the initial point, then the end point of the line, end point of the object that till which you want to move. So for the section, I just click on this one, this box, and here I am going to select this end point, the center point of this circle, and you can see that it is now we are able to move this object. And now I'm going to place it over this end point, and that's it. You have just placed the circle over the endpoint. Similarly, if you want to move it along any XY or coordinate values, you can do like for that as well. Let's say you have one circle over here. For that, you just need this XY coordinate, and if you want to move along some X and Y value, then you can just go for this move command again. Just select the objects that you want to move. The arc62 is now selected. For the start point, for the moving point, from here you just go for this XY coordinate value. just provide the x value. You can see that here it is asking you for the delta x value. It means that it will just going to add up the value that you are going to provide it over here to the actual value that is currently this object is in. So for the y value also you just provide it, and you can see that it will just going to have the movement along that. So just press OK and your object is moved like that. But this technique is very unusual or unorthodox. You just the basic technique that all time is used is this from and to section. It is very easy way to use the move. So just click on that, and then from point I'm just going to select this from point, and I'm going to move it till the point that I want. So this is how this from and to work. Similarly, just like a move command, you have a copy command. The procedure is almost same, but instead of creating the move, it will just create a copy of this object. So for that I am going for this copy object, and the entities to copy, for that I'm going to select this whole object, and you can see that this whole is now selected. Then from and to parameter, then I'm going to select the initial point and then the end point, like this end point of the line, and it will going to have the exact copy of that object along this end point as well. Similarly, if you want to have a copy of any other point, then you can do that like this one. You can just have the line, let's say, and if you want to copy of this object again, then just go for the copy command again. Select the objects that you want to copy, and then again for the start point I'm going to select this one and this one as the end point. So this line is again get copied. So this circle and these objects are now again get copied. So this is how copy command and move command works. These are the very important tools in manipulation sections, and it is used very frequently. So that's all for this lecture, and I'm going to catch up you in the next one.